Peace to the tribe. I am New Diamonds. We're about to deep dive into a full moon in Aquarius energy reading. Okay. Oh man. This is some amazing energy we're in. Amazing, amazing energy. We just flipped the switch. You just flipped the switch, okay? Everything is shifting in your favor. Everything is in divine alignment. I don't know why every time I come on here, I start feeling like source, love, infinite power. Feeling really good. I hope everyone out there is feeling good. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Yeah, we are in that energy. Okay. I hope everyone out there is feeling well. Y'all, I can barely talk. I can't even get it out. We in the midst of an upgrade right now. We're in the midst of the upgrade right now. Like, my head is pulsating. Like, my heart has been palpitating. I'm feeling the waves of divine love and divine bliss come over me. Okay. And it's been seeming like everything has been trying to stop me from staying on this high vibrational frequency today. I mean, oh, y'all, I'm walking outside and my sandals break. Okay. You know how you wear flip-flops. I'm walking, my whole sandal break. Mind you, these are my favorite sandals. I've had these sandals about, I don't know, 6-7 years. Spirit says time to get new sandals. Okay. I'm like, dang, my sandals are broken in a store. I'm walking around with one slipper on, one slipper off. Okay. The people I'm supposed to go picking up my mail, they take it forever. I'm just breathing in and out, just being patient, like, I'm so thankful. Right. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much, Sunshine, for the donation. Sending you all of the love and light right back to you. Shout out to everybody who's been purchasing tea, purchasing elixirs, purchasing 111 blend, purchasing that bliss bath, okay, detox, purchasing the I am unlimited affirmation to unlock your subconscious, okay, reprogram the subconscious. I can barely stay grounded in this energy. I'm feeling naturally high. I'm feeling really good, okay? So yeah, shout out to the Soul Tribe. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I got a special treat for y'all on Friday, so y'all better make sure y'all here. Okay, I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. Again, get those likes up as I get ready to deep dive into this energy for this beautiful full moon in Aquarius. And this ain't no average full moon, baby. This ain't no average full moon because we have the sun conjunct Jupiter. All right. So it is about this love and light and abundance and getting in tune with your soul while balancing out obstacles, balancing out opposition. Okay. And continuing to rise, right? Continue to rise above everything, anything, and lock in with yourself. Okay, so yeah, woo, getting the chills. It's very interesting because before I came on, I put this feather in my head, and as I put this feather in my head, I kept feeling cold air around my head. So we about to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of crown loads, a lot of uploads during this time. So y'all better get ready. Okay. Get y'all notebooks ready. Get your pen and a piece of paper. Okay. Cause you're gonna be getting all type of epiphanies and downloads and reminders of who you are. Yeah. Aquarius full moon is always a good one. I feel like anytime anything is on that fixed cross axis, it's just beautiful. And again, this isn't your average full moon because it is conjunct the sun. Okay. It's conjunct the sun. Um, because you know I'm in divine alignment. Okay. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I love y'all. I see y'all. Let's get into this message again. Get them likes up. I know we into numerology over here and the math ain't mathing. All right, let's get them likes up before I start to get into the message. It's gonna be a good one. And this is all about letting your inner light shine as old things leave and you leave from the old timeline. Okay. Just I'm keep getting chills. This is a tapping into your destiny. Okay. And us flipping the switch. We People tried to destiny swap with us and they can't. Right. So this is us reclaiming our power. This is us reclaiming our victory. This is us reclaiming our sovereignty within ourselves. Right. They may think they have our bodies, but they can never have our mind. They can never have my mind. They can never have my soul. Okay. So continuing to do the alchemy to make sure that you are led to gold at this time. Make sure you own that divine frequency, that higher timeline, as this full moon is going to eliminate everything that isn't for your higher purpose and is going to illuminate everything that needs to be revealed to you at this time. Okay. um so yes, all is revealed. All will be revealed when it comes to the heart, the way of the heart, the way of the mind. Technology exposing things. Nobody is exempt, nobody is excluded from this energy at this time. Okay. This is the divine union with yourself and divine union with unity with the collective. Okay, this is where the collective comes together to operate from a omnipresent, to operate from a one mind in the universe perspective versus being independent and egotistic at this time. Okay, whoo, y'all, oh my goodness. All right, so let's get into it. Um, I said this full moon in Aquarius is all about an epiphany when it comes to yourself and when it comes to your health. Okay. So there has been things that have been illuminated from within you. There has also been things that have been illuminated outside of you. And it's all for you to observe. It's all for you to sit back and watch as things play out. Um, and continue to shine your light no matter what. Okay. Whoo. This is all about rebelling for that divine nature. Okay. Alchemizing the ego and stepping up to the plate and stepping up in the spotlight in divine timing when you're supposed to. Okay. This is going against the normal, going against the grain, right? This is people who always felt weird, who always felt different. You know, people you might have been called nerd or the so-called black sheep of the family. But you are really unique, right? You really tapping into your unique authenticity of yourself and embracing that for these times because the world doesn't need more followers. The world needs more people being them authentic selves. Okay. Um, that way we can all fulfill our divine purpose. Um, so yes, this is a time where we fulfill our soul purpose and where we nourish our soul, where we get in tune with ourselves, with our spirits, and not let things outside of us govern or dictate that. Okay. Not letting outside things interfere with the relationship that you have with yourself at this time, and continuing to allow your course, your journey, your mission play out the way it's supposed to at this time. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm getting so many uploads and downloads, and my visions are just like, I'm trying to stay grounded. Okay. And that's exactly how this energy is, because we're all receiving this upgrade. We all been getting uploads. We all been getting downloads. We all been seeing the auras. We all been feeling a shift. We all been having dreams, epiphanies, ideas. So again, this is where you ground those ideas and really get in tune with self at this time. Okay. Um, and how do you manage your emotions? How do you manage your collective emotions at this time, right? So when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling happy, when you feeling any type of way, how do you manage that, right? How are you alchemizing your energy, and how are you practicing emotional intelligence and navigating through those emotions at this time? That way, um you're in control of your triggers, and your triggers aren't controlling you, right? You're in control of your actions and your emotions, and your emotions aren't controlling you. Okay. Um, and make sure you're paying attention to detail, because this will bring up a unique epiphany, right? So if you're paying attention to different things and observing different things, you're going to get a different insight, right? So this goes into perspective and how you perceive things, how you view things, how you look at things, and be open to different perspectives at this time, because it will really open up your eyes, open up your mind, open up your heart to a bigger perspective without getting caught up in one ideology, one belief, one structure, one system. Okay. So this is where you truly open up, right? But still be protective of your energy, but just be open to receive at this time. Okay. Um, and when you pay attention to those unique details, it will bring up new revelations as well, new ideas that will take you beyond the truth, right? It will take you to source, right? The source of it all, right? Um, so another thing is, for some people, thank you. For some people in the collective, they may feel in defense mode when it comes to certain things. So again, this is being able to maneuver through emotional intelligence and make sure that you're able to take constructive criticism and not be in your ego so much that you're not able to receive the message, right? Um, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Messiah. I appreciate you. Um, also, this is about getting in tune with the truth, being honest with yourself, people being honest with themselves, right? Some people are caught up in the illusion of things. Some people they don't want to give up their sickness. They don't want to give up their comfortability, right? And this is where we see a lot of people defending their sicknesses, defending their lies, right? So that's how you kind of know what timeline certain people are on, because they are open to accountability. They aren't open to seeing themselves at this time. Meanwhile, a lot of us are healing ourselves. We're opening up. We're looking at things from a bigger picture and able to receive or extract any gem or any message out of anything, right? So be mindful of that at this time. Okay. We're going to see a lot of people defending lies and defending sicknesses. And we're going to see a lot of people bragging about health issues, right? But that's how lower vibrational people who are caught up in a karmic loop flex, right? Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I have diabetes. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that, right? People on a higher perspective, people who are enlightening themselves, people who have different values and different views and really value themselves, we flex different, right? A flex for me is that I'm healthy. I got discipline. I'm able to detox, right? I've been celibate, right? People who had, shout out to the Soul Tribe, people growing their own fruits, people growing their own vegetables, people growing their own medicine, people, farmers, people educating themselves, people teaching themselves, people teaching their own children, homeschooling children, right? People who are entrepreneurs, people who are traders, right? People who are coders, right? People who program software, architects, um what's the other word, people, astrologers, astronomy, people who study astronomy, um just all different types of things, right? We flex different. Like we have a totally different flex. Like I'm in tune with spirit. I'm in tune with the all. I'm in tune with source. Like I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I love myself, right? I've healed trauma, right? Like that's a flex. Like a lot of people can't say that. Like, so it's all about getting in tune, right? With alchemizing the ego and not just boasting or bragging just to have bragging rights, right? So I feel like that's a big thing in the spiritual community, in the conscious community, right? Like we flex different. We have a different type of flex. Like anybody can have a lot of money, right? But do you have a heart? Do you have a consciousness, right? Are you conscious? Do you have morals, right? Are you about integrity, right? Are you intentional with things that you do, right? Are you going to let, it's different, it's different. So this is really about minding and being mindful of what people are doing for attention, right? Remember, I always say pay attention to the intention. Pay attention to the intention, because that's going to show you everything it is that you need to know about a person, about a thing, right? What is it rooted in, right? I'm not just going to do something if money's involved just for the money, right? Like today, I'm gonna use this as a great example. I didn't have the right crystals for an order, right? I could have, and I messaged this person already. She know who she is. I messaged her and said, "Hey, I don't have the right crystals, right? Um, do you want to wait? If not, I'll refund you, right?" She hasn't responded, so I just refunded her for it, right? I could have easily been on some shady shit and said, "Hey, chalk it up to the game because I don't do refunds," right? But I'm about integrity, right? It's about my reputation. I'm building up a reputation for the legacy, for the generation. So that way, when you hear my name, anybody speak of my name carries a vibration. My name carries a frequency, right? And just like this, boom, I say, brother polite. You got all of these things, but the integrity, the weight of the message is kind of weighed down by the integrity, by the morals, by the value, due to him not being able to alchemize his ego, right? Scamming people, manipulating people. And that's a big thing in the conscious community, in the collective, in the spiritual community, in any community, in a religious, right? People who are money hungry and haven't done the healing work to heal their trauma, to heal their demons, to master their shadow, to heal their inner child, right? Those things come out in different ways. And that's what this is about. This is about doing the alchemy work, right? Dissolving the ego to master the self. So that way you're able to maneuver through frequencies, energies, timelines easily without being manipulated, because you don't have no integrity. You ain't got no morals. You willing to hop, jump, and skip for anything, right? You doing quantity over quality. And I'm all about quality, right? So this is where you get back in tune with yourself for the right reasons. Okay, I hope I made that point. I went off on a little tangent, but I had to go there one time. Okay. So yeah, this is about doing things for the right reason, because we flex different. We get our ego stroked differently, right? Your love language, my love language is different, right? It ain't gotta be about money and blowing bands, right? We can just go to the park and connect with some trees. Yeah, we flex different over here, right? We in tune with nature. We in tune with ourselves. We love ourselves, right? We value ourselves. and not in just the egotistical way, a spiritual way, right? So it's different. And that's going to be a big thing that we see play out again, because the sun is conjunct Jupiter, right? Meaning that the ego is inflated egos, people popping their stuff, right? The bigger picture, the bigger message is being missed because you so lost in your ego. You're so lost in the mundane. You're so lost in the materialism, right? That you're missing the spiritual message behind it. Okay. So pay attention to that. That's going to be a theme. That's going to be the theme all week until we get into the A8 portal. And then that's where we're going to see people break free of a lot of loops and tap into their infinite potential. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all, because I'm only on the first paragraph of my notes. All right. Drop some gems in chat. Get them likes up. All right. So yes, we've healed. We've matured. We've healed emotionally, right? We're working on healing our ego, working on healing our spirits, right? Because a lot of us, we're still getting in tune with our spirits. We still want to be able to hear our spirit clearly without second guessing our spirits, right? So this is about getting in tune with health on all levels. Y'all know I love to talk about this. Yes, health is wealth. Absolutely. But health isn't just about what you're eating or consuming, right? Health, mental health, financial health, sexual health, emotional health, spiritual health, right? I'm forgetting one more. Physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, financial, and sexual. All of those different types of health, they all have different layers. This is where you really deep dive into each perspective, each spectrum of light that dwells within you. That way you're able to see yourself clearly. Okay. I don't want to just see myself just to stroke my ego. No, I really want to see myself. I really want to see my shadow. I really want to get in tune with my inner child, right? Or my inner teen, right? Well, my young adult self, because there's gems in there as well that I can extract that's going to help me elevate now, right? But if I'm too caught up in my ego, oh yeah, when I was in high school, I was popular. And what is you being popular in high school going to do for you now if you aren't monetizing that, right? And not just showing out, doing anything for attention, for likes, right? Again, we're about integrity over here to help the collective, not manipulate the collective for financial gain, for selfish reasons. Okay? I hope I'm making sense. All right. So yes, this is about healing on a whole nother level when it comes to yourself. Okay. Also being able to take accountability. Ooh, that's a flex. Huh? How many narcissistic people can't look themselves in the mirror and take accountability for something that they did? Come on. Come on. Accountability is a flex, right? Being able to say, I was wrong. I apologize. Ooh, how many people you done met, they can't even say they were what? It's different. It's different. That's the ego. That's the pride, right? They can't put the ego to the side, right? I'm able to sacrifice myself for the bigger picture. I'm able to be vulnerable, right? I'm able to admit when I'm wrong, right? I'm able to be quiet. I don't always got to be the loudest one in a room. I don't always got to be seen, right? Yeah, this is getting to different layers of the ego, alchemizing the ego, okay? And accountability is a big one. Discipline is a big one. Ooh, like I said, we flex different over here. I can detox. I got discipline. Yeah, okay. Working out, you got to have discipline, right? If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, having any type of structure, take some type of form, is going to need some type of discipline, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, financially. You got to have discipline. You can't be out here just trading, calling all the... No, you ain't got no discipline. You got to know when to pull in and pull out. Got to know when to hold them and fold them. Okay? You got to know when it's time to call it a night. Okay? So this is all about, again, getting in tune with yourself, getting in tune with the ego. Remember, we don't kill the ego over here. We don't kill the ego. We need the ego. We check the ego. We listen to the ego, right? Because the ego wants attention. It's all about what you're feeding the ego, what you're allowing your ego to consume, and what are you being consumed by. Okay? All right. What's another thing I said? And being flexible, right? You have to be open to being flexible at this time, right? Being open, being mutable, right? That's going to be a big thing because, again, Leo and Aquarius are fixed signs, right? Fixed meaning kind of stuck in their ways a little bit, right? And being in the middle, being caught in the middle, right? Because we got the cardinal, right? The fixed, then the mutable, right? So you kind of got to be able to move around a bit. And that's going to help you expand even more. And why do I say that? Well, because again, the sun is conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter is ruled by immutable fire. So if you're able to have a little bit of fluidity, if you're able to go with the flow, if you're able to surrender, right? Let go and surrender, then you're going to be able to go with the flow a lot better versus trying to steer a boat and the current stream is pulling you in a whole nother way. You're just wasting energy, just wasting your time, right? Being stubborn. Okay. So we're gonna see a huge timeline split. We're gonna see a huge shift, right? We're gonna see, again, I was talking about this Exodus energy. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, right? We're gonna see huge changes at this time. Okay, we in those times we incarnated for. Okay. Also being able to find balance, right? This is going to be a time where you're going to have to be able to find balance with yourself, find balance in things, right? Because there's going to be a lot of things, like I said today, that try to throw you off balance, right? And you have to be able to practice emotional intelligence, be able to calm down your nervous system, and be very aware, be very conscious of your surroundings, because that's going to help alchemize these energy and help you find balance, right? It's like if you feeling yourself getting anxiety about things, right? I'm feeling anxious. I'm starting to feel anxious. Let me calm down. Let me regulate my nervous system. Let me practice my breathing. Let me go outside and ground myself, right? I'm getting a little antsy. What can I do to alchemize that energy, right? And that comes from being aware. Okay. All right. Also, this could be a time where a lot of people are feeling sensitive, feeling extra sensitive. I know that's been me. I've always been sensitive, but you're going to be feeling a little more sensitive than normal. Okay. Shout out to everybody who watched my live yesterday. Yeah, I was crying. I was crying on the live. Yes, I was. Because I'm very thankful and I'm very grateful of how far I come on my journey. As should we all. We should all be very thankful. We should all be crying tears of joy and happiness, laughing so hard that you cry, right? For all the sadness and all the hurt and all the pain we experience, we deserve to have that opposite spectrum hit us tenfold, right? You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved, right? So feeling that bliss, feeling that love, and letting that just expand within you at this time. That's going to be a big thing. People are going to be feeling really sensitive. So again, be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of how you feel. Be mindful of other people's emotions at this time. Okay. Because you never know what someone else is going through. Okay. And that could be just, there could be a ticking time bomb. Tick, 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 tick. And I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be learning them lessons today. Okay. So yes. And always be open for growth. Always be open for growth. That's a big thing, because that goes into constructive criticism, that goes into tough love, that goes into discipline, right? That goes into discernment, right? When you're able to discern these things, when you're able to have discipline with your structure and how you move, it helps you expand, it helps you grow at this time, okay? And that's going to be a big thing because we're going to see a lot of stagnant people, a lot of stubborn people, a lot of people stuck in their ways. They ain't going to never change. And that's when a new leaf comes in, right? That's when this purge comes in to help cleanse out the old stagnant energy so there can be a renew of energy, okay? Also, you may do something you never done before. You may be called to do something you never done before. Okay. So just be open to that, right? Expect the unexpected. Be open to all things at this time because it's very optimistic energy. This is very like, because of that sun conjunct Jupiter is you have no idea. And then the chart, I'm gonna show y'all the chart a little bit later, but it's a lot of beautiful benevolent energy here, and you never know where that thought, where that energy could take you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. You said your spirit is very pure and gentle. Thank you for being here. No problem. No problem. I love what I do. So I try to share with the collective as much as I can to help inform the collective, so that way we can be making the right steps forward, taking the right steps forward at this time. So thank you so much. Gratitude. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Also, I said, do something you never done before to satisfy your inner child and to nurture your inner child. Okay, so it may be something you want to do. I don't know, skydiving, parasailing, surfing, building a sandcastle, going, I don't know, road tripping. It's something that your inner child wants to do that you may not have been able to do, that's been kind of calling you, whether this is traveling, whether this is writing a book, whether this is just, I don't know, blindfolding yourself and trying to walk around the house. I don't know, whatever it is for you, right? Getting in tune with that and letting your inner child free, right? Letting your inner child play at this time, because that's going to really bring you this sense of nourishment and fulfillment. When you do things that make you happy, right? When you do things that make your inner child happy. So that's a big, big thing at this time. Okay. And also getting out in nature to nurture yourself. Ooh, okay. Getting out in nature to nurture yourself. That's going to be a big, big thing to help us stay grounded. Okay. To help us be more connected with Earth and be more connected with ourselves at this time. Okay. And why? Why? Tell them that is human nature, right? Why? Right? Just getting in tune with that. Getting in tune with those inner child like thoughts, inner child like desires, right? And letting that creativity run wild, right? Without blockages, without disturbances, without distractions. Okay. And being able to feel those emotions, allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to be open to different things at this time, because we are human, right? We are human and we do have human emotions that we go through. So allowing yourself to feel and allowing yourself to heal and allowing yourself to just be exactly who you are meant to be. Okay. And not trying to hold up this fake facade, like, anything, right, to portray a certain perspective, or like I said, for outside gratification, for outside stimulation or attention or validation, right? No, just be exactly who you are and continue to let that inner light shine. Okay. All right. Connect with yourself to connect to the collective. Okay. So again, like I said, being your authentic self, that's going to be a big thing, because that's going to help others, right? You healing yourself, you loving yourself, that's going to radiate, and that's going to help others, right? They see you glowing, they see you shining, they see you doing your thing, you could show them better, you could tell them, right? So continue to be your authentic self and shine your inner light. That's going to help guide others just by your authenticity. Okay. Excuse me. This is a huge portal that we're in. Again, I say that because Aquarius is 11 sign, and 11 is that portal, right? 11 is the pillars. 11 is that duality, right? So the more you get in tune with being your authentic self, and you allow these energies to transform you in the most positive way possible, and you open up to your heart, you surrender to yourself, you surrender to source, right? Because that self, that source, that sun, that soul is going to start to activate, it's going to start to open up, especially with this full moon, again, with the sun being conjunct Jupiter. It's going to help you open up in a big way, in unexpected ways, and you're going to really be able to expand in ways that you probably didn't even expect. Okay. So be open to your own self growth during this portal at this time. Okay. This is where it goes from me to we, and from you to us. Okay. This is about the collective energy. Okay. And to unite with the self is to unite with source. Okay. So if you are reflecting on yourself, if you are pouring into yourself, knowing that you are getting closer to the source, right? You're getting closer to the source of it all, right? Deep within yourself, right? By deep diving within these layers of yourself at this time, right? Being a reflection, being a mirror. Okay. And when you do that, you allow this straight pour of divine love, of divine energy, of divine abundance, of pure light to enter into you, right? Because you are getting in tune with your divine masculine, you're getting in tune with your divine feminine, you're getting in tune with your left brain, with your right brain, and you alchemize these two and you become one, and that opens you up to source, for source to pour in divine downloads, pour in divine insight, pour in love, pour in whatever it is that you may need at this time. Okay. So that's why it's very important to get in balance with yourself. That way you're able to ascend with yourself to your higher self, to source, right? Okay. And it's going to be a straight shot forward, right? This energy is going to really propel you forward the more you get in tune with whatever it is that you feel called to do right now. Get in tune with that, because it's going to help lead you down a pathway that may lead you to direct abundance, may lead you to direct love, right? But you have to get in tune with yourself in order to hear that voice, in order to hear that calling at this time. Okay. And I say that because, again, this goes into the shift. This goes into the split that is happening, right? A lot of people are talking about 3D, 5D, new earth, old earth, unhealed people, zombies, right? The X-Men, gamma rays, right? It's all type of different frequencies that are here, right? A lower frequency and a higher frequency, right? And so with this energy, there's going to be a exit, right? That's why I've been saying the exodus energy, right? Because this is a call to the people. This is a call to the people who feel aligned with this higher vibrational energy to continue to lock into that energy, while people who aren't quite getting it, they get left behind, right? They get caught up in a rapture, right? They get left in that exodus energy. They get left in the past timeline. They get left with that shadow work, with that karma. They get left to reincarnate and keep looping and keep doing these same things because they just aren't quite getting it. And that's okay, because that's what their spirit came here to experience. Us, on the other hand, we're going to continue to ascend, right? This the ego, right? It's the only time I like to validate my ego is for a higher purpose, right? The spiritual ego, right? Because your spirit got an ego too, right? It shifts and it shapes forms. That's why I say you can never really kill your ego, because your ego is always transforming, because it's attached to the mind. And the mind is very crafty if it's not discipline, right? If you don't have a disciplined mind, if you aren't able to have discipline and have structure and discernment, okay? So this is where we see that split, where we see that exit, um meaning that there's going to be a lot of people ascending spiritually, and there's going to be a lot of people ascending physically, and ascending physically meaning dying. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. But that goes into that exodus energy, because people who don't quite get it, they're not allowed on this higher vibrational love frequency timeline, right? Um, they will continue, like I said, to circle, to cycle, to loop until they perish. That's just how it is, y'all. And I hate to say that, but that's what we're witnessing right now. People who aren't able to get in tune with these frequencies, they're going to time out, right? That's just the energy that I've been picking up on. Is people who've been doing the work, you're going to see them elevating, you're going to see them ascending, and people who have not, they're going to continue to stay stagnant until their bloodline perishes. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? So, yes, I said this is where we exit out, and info is coming in to nourish the root, to end the loop, okay? So information is coming in to nourish the root, to end the loop. So we're going to be getting a lot of information from ourselves, from source, from ancestors, from spirit guides, from angels, from messengers, right? At this time, to help us exit out, to help us heal ourselves, to help us get to the root of whatever issue it is, right? Whatever problem it is. And we're going to continue to ascend, right? That way we won't continue any karmic loops, any karmic patterns at this time. Okay. And a lot of us were already breaking through, right? We have already broken through. We're just clearing up the debris in our auras. We're cleaning up the debris in the bloodline, right? Any unfixed, unhealed, anything, we are mending those things. And things that can't be mended, they will be left behind. Okay. So it's a lot. It's so much in this energy, y'all. It's very chaotic, but it has to be the chaos for the order. It has to be, right? Those things getting organized right now to set us up for this golden timeline, to set us up for the golden age, right? It has to happen. Okay. And that's another reason why we were called to be here at these times, while we signed up to be here during these times, to usher in this new earth, this new frequency. Okay. All right. With the confirmation. Another thing I said was make sure that you're deep diving into your heart to find what you're looking for. So if it's something that you're looking for, oh, it's a bird, beautiful bird on the window. Okay. Make sure that you're deep diving into your heart to find what you're looking for, because it's you that you're looking for at this time, right? So if you find yourself getting distracted, if you find yourself trying to do things out of attention, right? You really want to deep dive into your heart to see where these things stem from, again, so you can get to the root of it. So that way you aren't continuing to loop certain karmic patterns, certain lower vibrational frequencies, energies, attracting the same person or the same, whatever it is, right? Whatever that may be, make sure that you are deep diving within yourself and you're getting to the root of it. That way you can pull it out from the root and not just trimming the weeds at the top, because the root is still there. So it's going to continue. You'll continue to have the same issues until you get down to the bottom of it. Okay. Spirit is giving me the analogy of black mold in the walls, right? And someone just coming to paint over the black mold, and then you got this new house, but you sneezing, you coughing, you sick, your allergies going crazy, you don't know why, right? It's a brand new house. Well, that means the foundation is something in the foundation that needs to be fixed, right? You got to get to the root of the issue in order to fix it at this time, okay? Um and an old wound may come up to be healed at this time. Okay. So, again, I love to say that triggers, traumas will be tested to see how much you have grown, to see how much you have elevated, to see how much discipline, to see how much patience, to see how much grace, right? To see how much you have learned, to see if you learned the lesson or not. Okay. So this will come in forms of relationships, this will come in forms of people, this will come in forms of opportunity. Be open to it all, and make sure that you're using discernment and you're practicing those spiritual practices that you've learned on your journey. That way you aren't operating impulsively, you aren't doing things impulsively out of being triggered, right? And it's funny that I say this because today I was very much so irritated on the road because people was driving all crazy, right? And people just honking and cutting people off and driving crazy. That is a trigger for me. Okay. So I'll be having to calm myself down in traffic and really just chill out, you know? So be mindful of that energy, because again, this will be a very emotional, heightened, sensitive energy where there's going to be a lot of different frequencies in the air. Again, people who haven't alchemized or worked on healing or practiced emotional intelligence, they're just going to be crashing out, lashing out, having being very aggressive, being very rational. We're going to see a lot of people fighting, right? It's that wolf howling out the moon, like that animal instinct just coming out because they ain't got no self-control. Okay, so being very mindful of that at this time. Okay. Okay. Um, I said an old wound may come up to be healed. And this is the and for a lot of us, when we do be in these energies and we find ourselves being triggered and we don't react, right? That lets you know that that scab is completely healed. That wound is completely healed, right? Because you aren't reacting to it the same one that you used to. Again, the triggers, the traumas, the tests are to see how far you have healed, right? You're really testing yourself when it comes to these things, how much you have grown on your journey, right? And spirit, wow, the way how spirit works sometimes is very funny, right? So this could come in a form of love as well, right? You say you've healed, you say you open, and spirit's going to test to see how open you are, right? You say you've open to learning, right? So spirit's going to come in, right? When a student is ready, the teacher appears, right? When the teacher is ready, the student appears, right? So all of these different things, right? You say you want to heal, right? So spirit may come in and test you to see if you really ready to heal. Okay. So yes. This is where we really get in tune with our spiritual warrior essence, right? And being a spiritual warrior, being a chosen one, being a golden one, being it's never an easy job. But again, we are mentally strong, we are spiritually strong. So this is what we came here to do, and we're going to continue to get the job done by any means necessary. Okay, shout out to all the spiritual warriors who are standing on their square, okay, and not letting anything derail them, distract them, take them off their course, operating out of love, loving themselves, right? That's what this journey is about, getting busy and getting to it and getting this work done by any means necessary, okay? Um, and also, there will be unique rewards for valuing yourself. Okay. So, if you've been really getting in tune with loving yourself, appreciating yourself, pouring into yourself, investing in yourself, right? In all different ways, whether this is stimulating the mind, investing in your heart, nourishing the body, right? Putting good things in your body, right? Working out, whatever investments you have been making at this time, you're going to see great, beautiful rewards with that. So be open to how you invest in yourself. Be open to nourishing yourself. Be open to loving yourself in all ways, right? Not just going outside and buying a new outfit because that make you feel good, right? Also putting in good quality foods, putting in good quality education, right? Putting in, make sure that you watching good things. If you're going to be watching things, something that makes you laugh, something that makes you happy, going outside, get into nature, right? Getting that massage, right? Doing all good things to help stimulate you in the most positive way possible is going to really bring you more benefit, more rewards than you could ever really imagine, because that's a soul nourishment, that's soul fulfillment, right? Which is eternal, right? Certain experiences are priceless, and you investing in yourself is always a priceless investment, because those are things that you can take with you. Versus if I just, buy something materialistic, that can be gone tomorrow. Okay. All right now. So yes, this is where we reflect on how much we have grown, we reflect on how much we have healed. And reflecting is a big key, right? Because that's how you can really scale how much you have grown, you can really scale how much you have healed. If you're able to look at yourself in the mirror, right, you're able to reflect that energy and not just be caught up in any illusion, right? I don't want to be caught up in any illusion. I don't want to be lost in spirituality. I don't want to be lost in the physical realm. I want to be balanced. I want to be centered. And I want to be operating from a positive standpoint at all times, operating in a good, positive, high frequency vibration at all times, right? But I don't want to be lost in anything, right? I always want to be centered in myself and not in an egotistical way, right? I always want to make sure I'm doing what feels good and what brings me joy and what allows love in at this time, okay? So reflection is key. Love is the key, right? You have to make sure that you love yourself, right? Love what you're doing, right? And again, not just loving yourself on a good day, not just loving yourself when you got a haircut, when you got new shoes, right? When you get your nails done, when you get your hair done. No, that's all superficial, right? That's all superficial and artificial. We going into what helps nourish the soul, right? What helps nourish your spirit? What makes your heart happy? What makes your soul happy? That's where you really want to get into at this time. Making that inner child happy, making yourself happy is going to bring you again eternal fulfillment versus something temporary, and you still trying to fill this void, right? Because you lacking that self-love. You're looking for love outside of yourself, right? And it never really quite fulfills you because you aren't fulfilled within yourself at this time. So making sure that you are pouring that love into yourself as well. Okay. So love is the key for you to step into the spotlight with clarity. Again, you don't want to be caught up in any illusion. You don't want to be manipulated, right? In your sense of vulnerability, right? Because being vulnerable is a sense of power as well. But you don't want to be distracted or blinded by anything. That way you're able to get manipulated or tricked. Okay. So always be aware of all energies. Again, be very observant at this time and make sure that you're pouring love into yourself. That way you're able to nourish yourself properly. Okay. Um, so yes, love is the key for you to step into the spotlight with clarity and not confusion. Okay. Some will be blinded by the light if they've been in the dark too long. So this goes into don't wake the sleeping bear, right? There's some people who they've been in the dark too long and your light may blind them. Okay. So just be open. Enlightenment is scary for some people because they have to reflect on how much work they need to do. Okay. And that scares some people. Again, we flex different. Some people don't like to be held accountable for their actions. Some people look for people to be the scapegoat to blame, right? No, we bring it back full circle. We look at how can we elevate ourselves, right? What did I do wrong in the relationship, right? The relationship didn't work. Well, it's a two-way street, right? What if I could have done better? Or there's some things I need to heal as well, right? It's not just all on them, right? Even though they may be all of this and all of that, or they did you, yeah, but as well, there's some things that you learned and there's some things that you can work on as well. So again, a wise man knows he knows nothing at all, meaning that there's always something that you can learn at this time. Okay. Gratitude, I love y'all too. Okay. So, yes, some will be blinded by the light because they've been in the dark too long. Spirit is basking you in the light, right? Some people can't take the light. They can't, they get stage fright, right? Meanwhile, we basking in the divine light. We receiving in all the knowledge. We open to love. We open to reciprocity, right? We're open to seeing ourselves. Again, we able to take accountability. We able to grow. We able to feel. We able to heal, right? This is how we evolve. This is how we grow. The only thing that is constant is change, and change is all about evolution, right? So that's the only thing that is growing, and you need to be growing and moving and elevating and ascending on planet Earth with planet Earth at this time, okay? Um and spirit is basking you in the light into the water. Your intuition will be on fire, okay? And be open to those epiphanies, be open to those sparks, those creative ideas, those flames, those initiations, those, encounters, those opportunities, those gifts, right? This is all coming in from source. Everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is in divine alignment for you to receive everything it is that you need at this time. So there is no coincidences, right? If something keeps popping up again, pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, and the patterns, because that is the way how spirit communicates with us. Okay. Um, Also, I was picking up on some type of oil spill. Okay, because with our intuition being on fire, right? For me, that is the full moon in Aquarius, right? That is the full moon, right? Because the moon represents water, but the sun represents fire. And it's this coming together. It's this combination, right? The masculine, the feminine, right? On fire, right? This unison, this flame, this steam, this information, right? And with that information pouring in at this time, it could, like I said, be that flame on fire, right? That water being set on fire. And how is fire able to be on water? Well, that's because of oil, right? That's due to something slick. That's due to something that wasn't cleaned out, right? So be mindful of that type of energy as well. There could be quick flames, right? Quick sparks. And also, like I said, I kept seeing a vision of fire on water, meaning that there's some type of oil slick there at this time. Okay. So I don't know. I was just picking up on some type of oil spill in the water. Um, as far as this energy goes. Also, something hasn't settled yet, but it will. Okay. So again, this goes into seeds that you're planting. This goes into investments. This goes into certain things in the atmosphere, right? Something hasn't quite settled in yet. Maybe you haven't got settled into this new identity, this new foundation that you're setting. You feel a little weird. You feel a little different. You feeling a little out of place. You feeling a little a little discomfort, but you will get comfortable in this new energy. You will get comfortable in your new identity. You will get comfortable embodying this new you with this new structure that you built for yourself, because it was destined. It's destined to be. And that's what happens when new things start and new things begin. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable, okay? But once you get settled in, it's kind of like moving into a new place. It's kind of like moving into a new place, right? It's a whole lot of moving, it's a whole lot of cleaning, it's being very uncomfortable. But once you get settled in, it's like peace. Okay. All right. So I said something hasn't settled yet, but it will. Ooh, I said future lovers coming together for a bigger purpose, for a collective purpose. That's pretty self explanatory. Okay. So be open, because you never know what spirit may throw your way. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So, yes, I said future lovers coming together for a collective purpose and for a bigger purpose. This will be unknown until it's fulfilled. So just surrender and all will be revealed. I said, future lovers come together for a collective and bigger purpose. It will be unknown until it's fulfilled. So just surrender and all will be revealed. Okay. Exposure to be exposed, like pure in the nude, right? With no shame. Okay. Bear it all for the people to see, for the world to see, because the truth is free, is comfortable, right? And this is you being comfortable in your own skin. Okay. You just flip the switch. Some people are going to have to detach from certain things because we are very empathic. Okay, so we could feel certain energy, we feel frequencies, we feel vibrations. You're gonna have to cut off some people, detach from some things, cut off the phone, cut off. Yeah, because a lot of things are overstimulating at this time. And with all of these energies and frequencies and vibrations coming in, we just need to be grounded. We just need to be in peace. We need to be in nature. We need somebody pouring in good messages, good positive vibrations in the midst of chaos, in the midst of the circus. You need the ringleader, right? You need the ringmaster to come in. Okay, it's time to calm down. You know, we're going to see a show. You know, it's going to be this. Grab a snack, relax, enjoy the show, right? And just be open to what spirit is revealing to you at this time. Okay. Um, and always operate from compassion. Thank you. Thank you so much. You said get them likes up. Absolutely. Get those likes up. Thank you so much for the donation. All things love. Gratitude. Sending that love and light right back. But yeah, this is all about tapping into different ways of the heart, alchemizing the heart, being one with that energy, being one with that vibration, and not letting anything throw you off yo cord, right? Throwing you off your path, distracting you at this time, and make sure that you're able to get things done as well. Okay. So those were my notes. Um, I could barely get through them. I'm feeling some type of way, y'all. I'm feeling these upgrades and these energy shifts that are coming in right now. I'm about to show y'all what I'm talking about. So again, drop them gems, get them likes up. I'm about to show y'all a few things so y'all can understand what's truly going on, okay? Why you feeling some type of way? Why you getting all these downloads? Why your body is feeling sore? Why you feeling these energetic vibrations? Why you keep waking up? Why you having astro travels the way that you? Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you, tribe. What's going on? Um, so for one, I want to show y'all the space weather. Okay. So right now, we are in a minor radio blackout. Okay. And that's due to the solar flares that have been going off. Um, I'm not sure if you guys were watching the last couple of lives that I did where I was talking about the solar flares picking up and we're going to start to see more solar flares. And this is due to this alignment. This is due to Jupiter and the sun being conjunct. We're going to see more solar flares. As you can see right here, it's starting to ramp up. It's starting to amp up because that Jupiter is getting in alignment with the sun as well as other planets. Okay. So yeah, the radio blackouts are going to happen. So you may have interference with your Wi-Fi, interference with technology, interference with glitches. So be very mindful of that. Like you may feel a little glitchy. You may feel like you're having outer body experiences. You may feel surges of energy again, ascension symptoms. So be mindful of that at this time. Okay. You're not losing it. You just getting tapped in. Okay. You're getting some upgrades. All right. Um, Here's what the sun looks like right now. This looks like a little figure. Okay. I love it. It looks amazing. Here are a few sunspots that are on the sun. And then also here is the sun. And I'm going to show you guys as Jupiter gets aligned with this energy. Okay. So look at that. That's Jupiter. You see this huge solar flare. Solar flares going off as Jupiter starting to line with the sun. Okay. So again, we're going to continue to have more solar activity, solar flares, corona mass ejections, CMEs, corona holes. There's going to be a lot of gamma ray frequencies coming in, a lot of upgrades, a lot of insight. People feeling like they can't sleep at night. Yeah, this would be a good time to order some tea or order some of my relaxed tea, order some of my relaxed elixir, because it's going to really help calm down those nerves. And also, this is a good time to be outside grounding yourself, because that's going to naturally ground you, naturally relax your body, naturally relax your nerves in your system. Okay. So, and this is only going to pick up. This is only going to pick up. We're going to get some type of huge X flare over the course of this next week. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys that huge solar flare. This that you see, this star is Jupiter. Okay. And it's getting in alignment with the sun. Okay. Let's look at the Enlil prediction and see where this solar flare, if it's popped up already, see where these solar flares are coming in at. Ooh, looks like a direct hit. Oh, yeah. So we're going to be feeling that during the full moon. We're going to be feeling those energies during this full moon, okay? Because the full moon happens on the 29th. So, wow, look at that. We got some beautiful energy on the way. So, again, if you're feeling any type of way, make sure that you're grounding yourself, all right? Getting in tune with ways to alchemize this energy, okay? Let's look at, let me put these on pause so they just won't be running in the background. Okay. D rain absorption prediction. So this is where those ions hit, where those light particles hit when the solar flares go off. Let's look and see where they're hitting when that solar flare went off. We should see activity pick up here. Yep. Elevated. You seen that? It said elevated X-ray. So this is going to be over this Pacific. That's what it looks like. And I believe we do have some hurricanes or typhoons that are going on in the Pacific right now. Yeah, Hawaii, some little activity in Hawaii, Japan, the Philippines. Okay. We're probably going to see some storms, some earthquakes, some different weather anomalies during this full moon. Volcanic eruptions, hurricane season. We're going to see a whole lot of different things at this time, okay? So just be mindful. Again, stay ready so you don't got to get ready, prepare whatever it is that you need to prepare, right? Stock up on things, emergency kit things just in case, all right? Again, we don't do fear mongering, we do enlightenment over here. All right? So yeah, let's get into these upgrades. Boom, baby. Look at that. This is the Schumann resonance. Okay? For those who don't know about the Schumann resonance is the frequency of the earth, right? The heartbeat of the earth. And when these spikes come in, it is electromagnetism, energy, charged ion particles that the earth grid is feeling and pulling in, right? So right now, it's off the charts right now. We're in the energy right now. We're getting hit with more upgrades right now. So if you haven't been able to sleep for the past couple of days, right, getting woke up, like I said, epiphanies, feeling strange, feeling time dilation, feeling your body tingle, right, having deja vu, right, having certain different things pop up within your consciousness and you're not exactly sure what's going on, why you feel that way, right? You having strange dreams, right? You seeing the orbs, you feeling all type of different things at this time is due to this, right? It's unexplainable upgrades coming in, right? This is divine light. Like I said, divine light pouring into you, right? So you can continue to upgrade, so you continue to get that information, get those uploads, get those downloads, get that activation, right? Detoxing is a big thing. I got my heavy metal detox, right? If you want to do the ascension blend and do it internally, right? If you want to do it externally, I have my bliss bath detox, right? Where you can put it in your bath or put it in a bowl or and put your feet in there and pull those toxins out, because this is going to really charge you up to full capacity. All of these white gamma radiation lines pouring in. Okay. We getting bombarded with so much energy, y'all. This is why the distractions are heavy in the media, because they don't want us tapping into ourselves. Okay. Tapping into our cells, our cellular structure is being activated right now. Okay. So, yeah, if you're feeling some type of way, this is why. This is why. Okay. So do your best to ground yourself again, take baths, do deep breathing, going outside, doing things that make your inner child happy, riding, jogging, working out. If you have a partner, doing things with them, being intimate with them. If not, then work on alchemizing that energy within yourself. Like, you got to really find balance. These are the times where we're tested to see how strong are we really, to see if we're really ready for what we're asking for at these times. Okay. Now I want to get to the current planets. Okay. So again, let's get into astrology. Drop them gems in the chat. We about to go there. All right. Okay. So for one, this full moon in Aquarius is at the 6th degree. Full moon in Aquarius is at the 6th degree. Okay. That's huge. Why? Why is that huge? Well, because if the full moon is at the 6th degree, that means that the sun is at the 6th degree, and we also got Jupiter at the 6th degree. What does that make? That makes 6, 6, 6. So this is all about the carbon, the melanin, the releasing, the X genes, the gamma ray, the divine feminine energy being activated right now, your energy being activated right now for you to tap into that ascension process, right? Again, that exodus energy, the revelations, right? Leaving whatever it is you need to leave behind so you can ascend at this time, okay? So this 666 energy is all about your carbon code being activated, your DNA, your mitochondria, right? That dark matter within you, the melanin within you. They want to talk about gold, but melanin is how much an ounce? How much is a gram of melanin going for? I think it might be $800 or something like that. It's very expensive for a little bit of melanin. Okay. So these are the things that really make the world go round, right? Carbon is the base structure for the whole universe, that goes into the atoms, that goes into the mass, that goes into the matter, right? What really matters is you, right? What's in you? We are made up of stardust. We are made up of all these particles, right? We are star seeds, right? So this is all about going within. And that's one thing about the 6. When you write the 6, it goes within. So this is all about going inward, right? That health, that wealth, that mentality, right? Paying attention to the details of things, analyzing things. That way you can continue to evolve properly in the right way at this time. That's what this is about, right? They don't really want you focusing on yourself. They really want you distracted, so they can continue to manipulate you and trick you and have you caught up in an illusion. No, not over here. I'm going to tell you, hey, tap in with yourself. Have you meditated today? Did you give thanks today? Did you go into gratitude today? How are you feeling? Check in with yourself. Hey, go ground yourself. Get out in nature. Are you detoxing? Are you eating fruit? Do you love yourself? Have you done that shadow work? Right? These are things that we really need to be tapping into to elevate the collective, to elevate ourselves, right? You want to see a change in the collective, well, you start with changing yourself. All right. So yeah, we got 666 in the building. Drop some 666 and you know everything has a polarity, right? Because that is the mark of the beast, right? But what is the mark of the beast? That's what Satan, that's Lucifer, that's the illuminator, right? That's the one that brings in the light. Okay. So you're enlightening yourself by gaining this sense of knowledge and turning this knowledge into wisdom. And that's what they scared of. That's what they really afraid of. Okay. You knowing who you are, you tapping into your divinity, you elevating, you activating. Oh, they don't want us activated. Okay. They don't want us knowing ourselves. They don't want us knowing our power. They want us in the dark as long as they can keep us. They don't want us enlightened. They don't want us educated. They don't want us helping out one another, teaching one another, enlightening one another, loving one another. Oh, that's their worst nightmare. Okay. So this is all about you getting in tune with yourself, right? And knowing that there's polarity to everything and not getting caught up in one ideology because that can lead you down the wrong rabbit hole. You want to be open to all perspectives, right? So yeah, 666 is the mark of the beast, right? But 666 is always been the carbon structure, the structure molecule, 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, right? And that makes carbon. And carbon is the base molecule for everything on this planet. So how could that be the mark of the beast? How could melanin be the devil? How could darkness, right? The dark lord, right? Darkness, dark Veda, right? Be the evil one, right? When we all come out of darkness, dark womb, right? The womb is dark. The center of the universe, the galaxy is dark without the sun. The sun is a light that's being illuminated, but that's an illusion. All the space is dark, right? The cosmos is dark. Your brain is engulfed in darkness. Your pineal gland is in all of your organs, right? The seeds that plant that grow fruit, they have to be what? Enclosed in darkness, germinated in darkness, right? The semen, the sperm is in darkness, right? Come on, how many other things are in the dark? Okay? Your shadow, you need your shadow, right? That's dark, right? You got to close your eyes and go to sleep. So you can't be afraid of the dark. You can't be afraid of yourself, right? They want us afraid of the darkness. So when we close our eyes, we're afraid to see ourselves. We're afraid to be alone with ourselves. We're afraid to meditate, right? You should be able to maneuver through the dark. You are the light in the dark. Okay? So that's what this is about. This is about getting in tune with yourself, loving yourself. They don't want you to see yourself. All right? Ooh, why just, oh my goodness. Anyways, so yes, let's get into this chart. This chart is phenomenal. Okay. It is so much here in this chart that I want to break down with y'all. I had to pull it up on the screen. Okay. So I said something unexpected will happen that will change your life in the most best possible way ever. Ever. Right? Because even if it's a bad thing, it's something that's here to elevate you. That experience can never be a loss because that loss is a lesson, and those lessons are blessings that we take with us on our journey. Okay. So the sun at 6 degrees, conjunct Jupiter in Leo, this is big abundance and growth. This is a streak of winds from within to without. So again, if you've been pouring into yourself, loving yourself, investing in yourself, all of those seeds, all of those things that you poured into yourself, you're going to start to see overflow. You're going to start to attract all of that abundance. You're going to be a master manifester, right? Your pheromones is popping, your aura popping. You can't, the bugs are attracted to you. The bees are attracted to you, right? The animals are coming to you. The elderly, random people admiring your light, right? Soul tribe, right? Opportunities, gifts, information, confirmation, Okay, divination, all type of different things coming to you at this time. Why? Because this is a time of illumination. This is a time where you step into that light to receive your flowers. Spirit is pulling you up to this higher platform to receive everything it is that you need. Spirit is pulling you up to this higher timeline, right? Because that's what this looks like to me. This looks like a higher timeline. You're going up from you pushing through all this BS, right? To go to somewhere higher because you alchemize everything. Okay. So this is all of these currents of energy surges everywhere, electromagnetism from the earth to us to the universe. This is electrical devices glitching out. This could be a blackout, right? We've been talking about this energy, EMFs, EMPs going off, right? And it's really because of us turning up our consciousness, us leveling up in our consciousness. We're activating the sun. We're causing these solar flares. We're causing global warming because we're heating up. Our consciousness is heating up. We're melting the ice caps, right? On the brain, on the heart. We're melting the ice around our hearts, right? So this is all attributed to us, right? All of the work that we've been doing internally is helping us elevate. It's helping Earth elevate. It's a collective thing. The Earth is ascending, meaning that we all going to ascend, or you're going to be up out of here. Period. Either you get with the frequency or you're out of the frequency. You either get right or you get left. Period. Okay. So I said this is a big payout for the collective. Okay. This is a big day for the collective. This is going to be one of the most luckiest days for a lot of people in the collective who've been doing the work. You're going to be seeing so much abundance pour in. You probably already seeing so much abundance and confirmation pour in at this time. So be open to receiving that. A lot of love pouring in, a lot of divine interactions. Okay. Be open to it all. All right. Also, I said this could be a good day to go gambling. If your hand itching, if you feel called to play some type of something, okay, the bets, all the odds, they're in your favor on some Hunger Games stuff, okay? I don't know why I wrote that. They've been using their intuition to gamble. Somebody been using their gifts to gamble, and it's been working, okay? So if you've been feeling called to do it, baby, go do it, all right? And that's going to, just make sure you don't forget who sent you. Okay. But yes, this will be a good time to make investments. Great time to make investments in yourself, right? Whether you are gambling on yourself, gambling on your business, gambling on a product, right? Gambling on yourself, right? Doubling down on yourself, going all in on yourself. This is a great time to do that, right? Because the odds are in your favor, right? So be all at this time. Nothing is off limits. Everything is in divine alignment. All right. This is the double up. Okay. This is a double fire energy. Right. And I say that because, well, isn't Jupiter attributed to Sagittarius? Right. So this is double fire energy. We got the sun in Leo. We got the sun at home in its fire sign. Then we got Jupiter in Leo, which is also a fire sign. So this is double the pleasure, double the fun, double the big bucks, double everything, double up like Nipsey say. Okay. Double the love, right? This is a double up on everything. So, yes, if you've been investing in yourself, you're going to see that come back tenfold, tenfold, right? 6 and 6, 6 plus 6, right? The double up. All right. Be open, be ready, be willing to receive at this time. Okay. I said the inner child, nostalgia, be open to that as well. This is going to be a big time for your inner child, a big time for nostalgia. Okay. Also, this is going to be a time of past lovers. Yeah, I said it again today. I'm going to keep saying that. Past life lovers from past lifetimes, past soulmates, right? Coming in at this time to help give you clarity, to help push you forward, to give you that confirmation. Okay. All right. I said great love is going to come in. I said, how you used to love like a child, right? When we were children, we were fearless. We didn't have no fear, right? So it's just that freedom of loving again, that freedom of giving again, right? Of being vulnerable. Why we're being vulnerable? Because we have discernment now. We've been through certain experiences now. We're not naive, right? We've gained wisdom on our journey. So now we know what a wolf in sheep clothing looks like, smells like, acts like, right? Versus when we were fresh in our spiritual journey, fresh on a spiritual awakening, we thought all that glitter was gold, right? Now we know, nope, I got a bad feeling about them. Something don't feel right. Something don't sit right. Something, I'm going to trust my gut. I'm going to trust spirit because my spirit hasn't led me wrong yet, right? Or, ooh, I got a good feeling about this person. There's something good. They got good intentions. They ain't proved me wrong yet. Can let my guard down. Oh, I feel safe. Wow. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. Right? I feel nice and comfortable. Wow. This forgot what it's like to feel comfortable, right? To be in divine love, right? To be in platonic relationships with people without ulterior motives, right? Thinking people are going to manipulate me. No, you safe over here, soul tribe. You're in good hands. Okay. You can be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. That's what we're getting back into. We're stepping into our inner child, and our inner child is here to play. Okay. So this is all about getting back in tune with that inner child, that fearlessness, that freedom, that pureness, right? Also, I was picking up on so much love energy, right? It's so much love energy. It's so much love energy. I was also picking up on some people who believe in polygamy. That may be a theme for them, right? And not the people, not the egotistical, unhealed polygamist. I'm talking about the people who are really doing it for the tribe, right? For the village, right? It takes a village and they're working together as a village to create world peace, right? Not just having orgies, right? They really working together. I picked up on a higher vibrational frequency when it comes to working together for the collective when it comes to love and relationships. Okay, that may be a theme as well. Okay, for people who are into that. All right. I said this is going to be an explosive time because there's so much energy coming into the planet. Y'all seen the chart. Y'all seen that scale, right? The scale's off the charts. So that means there's going to be a lot of kundalini energy, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of chi, a lot of tantric energy pouring in as well. This is where you have to work your magic, okay? You got to be able to alchemize that energy, alchemize that creativity and pour it into something else or harness it, right? Get into that deep breathing or channeling that energy into something else like drawing, like writing, like working out, like dancing. Okay. Or if you have a partner, yeah, work on manifesting using that sex magic, right? We're going to bring peace into this world. We're bringing in star seeds. They're going to be somebody, right? So using that energy for the highest power at this time because there's going to be a lot of sexual energy coming into the collective at this time. And I know y'all feeling it. Okay. I know y'all feeling it. That 666, that sex is going to be a lot of sex. So be open to that if you have someone that you can trust. If you're in a loving relationship, yeah, my married couples, I got married couples that watch me. Shout out to y'all. Okay, I love y'all. I got people that's been together, soulmates, twin flames. Yeah, have that passionate love. Just is beautiful because that's source energy. That's pure source energy. So can continue to create and spread that love with one another. That's what it's about. Okay. All right. So, yes, this is a time where we use that energy for manifestation, creation energy. Okay. This is where we tap into that source energy. Okay. Something is being returned back to you that you lost. Okay. So, this could be a sense of your power. This could be a sense of your confidence. This could be a long lost love. I don't know. Whatever it is for you, be open to that, right? I know for me, it's been my confidence. I've been gaining my sense of confidence back that I had when I was a child, right? Like I said, that carefree, I don't care what you think. I'm wearing this pink shirt and these purple shoes, right? I don't care if they don't match. I'm being my unique, creative, individual self. Okay. So getting back in tune with your authenticity at this time is going to help you re-spark those memories. Okay. Um, I said this could be something that you lost as a child or as a teen or as an adult. Okay. So whatever that looks like for you, getting in tune with that and exploring that with yourself. Okay. Because you are the star seed and you are blooming and growing and blossoming in certain ways that you didn't even expect. So continue to be your uniquely divine self. All right. I said there's going to be a lot of cosmic interference. A lot of ancient ancestors are here and they have a message for you. So pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams because a lot of us are traveling in the astros. A lot of us are multidimensional beings and we are in different places at different times, everywhere, everything, all at once. We could feel it. We see in the orbs, we feel in the air, we hear in the voice. Yeah, you're not crazy. You're a multidimensional being ascending and dropping into different realms and different realities all the same damn time. Okay. So this is where all of those practices come in, grounding yourself, breathing, right? Meditating, okay? Practicing, focusing on certain things to get things done. All right. It's going to be a lot, y'all. It's going to be a lot. But this is where you master being an alchemist, okay? Because we're all here. And I was an ancestor. The ancestor said, we all here. And not only we are here, but we all hear. Like they're listening. They hear us. They're right here with us because they are us. We are them. Okay. So be mindful of the things that you hear, the things that you hear, right? Because you're here, you made it here. You can hear. Be mindful of the sea, right? Be mindful of the water, like the sea, and be mindful of things that you see with your eyes, right? And be mindful of what you know, right? Be mindful of what you know with your mind and be mindful of your no, right? Telling people no at this time. That's going to be a big thing because this is a protection. This is a divine protection that's going on right now. If it's certain things that are not going as planned or not going your way, or that's divine protection. Okay. All of these things are going to help you gain wisdom because something big is going to happen. Something big will happen within the next 6 days. Okay. So something big is going to happen within this time frame, this 3-day window period up until the full moon, and something big will happen within the 3-day window period after the full moon. Okay, so all this week, y'all, be on high alert for something big to happen. You heard it here first. All right, because it's the 726. Again, we've seen the Schumann resonance spiking. The 729, which is the portal for the full moon, right? Full moon on this date. That's when this will happen. We're probably going to get a surge of energy and frequencies. And then August the 2nd. Okay, we're going to see a lot of things transpire. And that's when we start to enter in that Sirius portal, the Lion's Gateway. Okay. And again, North Node shifting. There's a lot of things that are happening within the collective for our ascension. Okay. So just be mindful, write everything down. Again, you're not tripping, you are ascending. Okay. And watch. There's going to be a lot of things that happen that you will start to feel. You will feel it in your bones. You feel it in your DNA. You will feel a shift. You will feel an activation. And this will be from your ancestors. This will be from star family. This will be from spirit guides. This will be from source. This will be from the work that you have put in. Okay. So be mindful, be open to all of the energies that are coming in at this point. Okay. Because again, I'm telling y'all, I'm feeling activated right now. It's really hard for me to do this reading right now because I feel energy coming in straight through my crown. My crown is pulsating. That's why I was trying to keep my eye like it feels like bliss. It feels like pure love. Okay. I could feel the frequency of the earth shifting and rising. I could feel the corona mass ejections coming off the sun. Right? This is when you're truly in tune with the earth. You will feel those things and then you'll get confirmation on it. And then the ancestors come talk to you. Then the spirit guides come talk to you. Then the angels come talk to you. Then you see the orbs, then the birds, the bees, because you're in resonance with the frequency. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones that's tapped in know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? Yeah, it's all of that and it will be amplified at this time. Okay? So for those who stayed focused in past, we will be receiving the green light. Okay. And also spirit was talking about this fog that's going to be coming in. It's going to be some type of fog that come in. Like they tried to gaslight us with the fog, but it's going to be some type of spiritual upgrading. I'm picking like gamma ray frequency and density fog that comes in that activates us. Okay. With all of these light particles that come in, they hit the atmosphere and they have to ground, right? So that those gamma rays that come in and ground themselves, they normally come in lightning, they normally come in storms, right? But sometimes they also come in as a fog, right? They come in the air, they come in the particles. So all of those things that are coming in, we're inhaling it and then we're getting activated. So it's coming in by the way of the light, it's coming in by the way of the air, it's coming in by the way of the water, it's coming in by the way of the earth. Right? All of the elements to activate the 9 ether within you. Okay. That 666, that carbon. Okay. Carbonated beings, right? Melanation. Okay. So, yes, your DNA is being activated and we're going to receive a lot of crown activations. So, make sure you are paying attention and have fun, but do not forget why you're here. Don't forget the mission. Don't get too distracted, right? Get your work done, then go play. Find balance, okay? And Spirit said, understand, understand, overstand that, okay? Everything is being filtered through a new lens to see clearly with clarity. Okay. And I say that because, again, this energy, look at this energy, y'all. It looks like there's so many layers, so many lines, right? For this energy just to come through, right? And to me, this looks like a filter, right? So there's a lot of filtering of this energy, right? The moon, right? In order for the moon to be a full moon, it has to be in divine alignment with the sun, right? But not only is the sun there, Jupiter is there, right? So it has to filter this energy through a Jupiter lens, right? And not only is the moon in Aquarius, we got Pluto in Aquarius. So it's this filtering of that divine energy. So everything is being filtered through so that way you can receive this information with clarity. Okay. And Spirit said, it's okay to love. Spirit was on my ass about this love energy. I told y'all this was going to be the season of love. But also because Leo is attributed to love, right? Leo is attributed to the heart. So it's going to be big love and expansion on love, unexpected love. Okay. Within the collective. Okay. But Spirit said it's okay to love. It's okay to love yourself. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to value yourself. It's okay to be a little selfish, to pour into yourself. Again, you are worthy. You are deserving. Okay? And it's okay to love others, especially if you trust them. If their frequency, if their vibration resonates with yours, it's okay. We don't have to keep these walls up, right? All these people that hurt us, all these people that broke our hearts, got us afraid to love, got us afraid to open up to people now. Well, we've had those experiences to gain discernment, to gain discipline, to gain wisdom. Now that we've obtained those things, Spirit wants us to open back up again. And it's okay to be open, especially with those that you trust. That's been a big thing. Okay. That's a big thing because Spirit got some big love waiting for you. All right. Okay. Now, so Spirit said it's okay to love yourself and it's okay to love others. You trust and allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to be seen. That is the only way to heal. Be real with yourself and be real with others. We are the lovers of the light and we love love. Now I'm talking to the lovers. Okay. It's unfortunate, but we be the main ones getting our heart broke. Yeah, I said we because I'm a part of that collective. Yeah, I love love. And we be having to learn the hard way because Spirit be like, you know what? You got to learn some discernment. You can't just be falling in love with everybody, Diamond. Dang. Like, so we learn these lessons so we can be more protective of our hearts, but it's not to block off our hearts completely, not to rot our hearts, right? With so much grief, with so much hate, with so much pain. No, I love love. I done been through experiences, but guess what? I'm still open to love. I'm a love child, period. I know what my mission is here. It's to spread love. It's to remind the people the way of love, to love yourself, to love others. Don't give up. You got it. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to motivate. Put that fire under your ass to get it done. Okay? Or that little reminder in your ear. Hey, don't forget about yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to do that work you said you was going to do. Did you learn those lessons? Don't keep repeating those patterns. Don't keep setting yourself up for failure. When you know better, you're supposed to be doing better. I'm not going to come on here sugarcoat nothing just for likes, just for views, just to sound sweet, just to have this fake facade. No, that's not me. Yeah, I'm going to be sweet and dandy and cute, but I'm also give you some realistic shit. Because that's part of my purpose. I'm not going to come on here. Oh my goodness, you guys. The sun is in Jupiter and this is going to be the luckiest day ever. And there's going to be nothing bad that happens to you ever again. And we're just floating in paradise and the butterflies and the bees are going to come to you and you're just going to fall madly in love with the first person that you see and nothing bad has ever happened. Nothing bad will ever happen ever again because of this date. And this date is so special. That's not realistic. I will never come on here in no delusion of nothing. And if I ever do, y'all better check me in them comments. Y'all better keep it real with me like I keep it real with y'all. Period. Okay? I have a authority. I have spiritual authority and I will never abuse my power. Period. So always stand, like I said, stand on your square, stand up for something. And don't go along to get along to follow what everybody else is doing because you're not following what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? All right now. I said, we are not fools. We've learned to love. We are open. We are discerning. We are the love children. We are wise beyond our years because we've been here. This is where we cross over. It's been levels to this, but we are at the next level. It's been levels to get to this point. It's been layers that we had to break through, but we here now. We made it, y'all. It's a lot of people said we wouldn't make it. It's a lot of people called us crazy. A lot of people called us wrong. A lot of people left us in the dirt, left us for dead, kicked us while we was down, laughed at our pain, called us crazy till we was right. Right? And those things only made us stronger. Those things only made us stronger because look, we made it here with our integrity, with our hearts, with our minds, with our spirits, with our souls intact. What? Not many can flex like that. See, we flex different. I still got my integrity. I still got my morals. I still got a heart. I still got a soul. I still know how to love. I'm still able to give love purely. I ain't got to operate from hate, from evil, to manipulate people. I don't got to manipulate nobody for money. What? No, we don't do that over here. Why? Because we have spiritual authority. We'll be held accountable for those things in the spiritual realm. And I'll be damned if I'm creating any type of bad karma for myself, for my seeds, for the future generation. That's what we doing all this work for now. We're trying to clear up old karmic work, old karmic shit, old ancestor things. Okay. I'll be damned if I go back. You can't make me go back, Stevie. You can't make me go back, Stevie. And I'm not going back. Okay. This is where we leveled up. We leveled up. And I worked hard to get here. And you work hard to get here. So give yourself a round of applause for all the things that you made it through, for all the things that you accomplished. This one's for us, Soul Tribe. This is for the collective who did the work to be here, to heal the bloodline, to tap into their gifts, to heal they self, to hear they self, to love yourself. You know how many people don't love they self? What? You know how many people look in the mirror and they don't even know who they are? They lost. And not to find themselves. They're running from themselves. But we can look in the mirror, see ourselves, love ourselves authentically, right? No mask, no wig, right? No toupee, right? Yeah, we can bear it all nude with no shame and stand in our light authentically, confidently, because we put in that work. I deserve to be here. Period. Okay. Period. Clock that. Drop some gems in the chat for us, tribe. We did it. We made it here. We've been through a lot and we're victorious. We are victors, not victims. We are spiritual warriors in the midst of a war and we are winning. We have won. The tables have turned. We just flipped the switch. Okay. All right. And I say that because it is fire trine energy. Ooh, that's why she's so feisty. Why Diamond so feisty today? Why is she so feisty? She normally come on here all nice and sweet. Talking about peace, wholeness, love, and light. Well, recently, I just switched it up, right? It's about love, bliss, and abundance now, right? Yeah, we just flipped the switch. Things have shifted in our frequency and our vibration. We have elevated. We are more and one with source. With source. So we move a little different. We shine a little different. Our pheromones are a little more attractive, right? We have a different layer of protection. We have extra layers of protection on our energy. It's different. We done leveled up. We've been sealed with the fire. We didn't alchemize. We didn't purged in the fire. We didn't cleansed in the fire that others can't stand. That's too hot in the kitchen for them. Okay. That's what this fire trine is, right? People getting caught up in them flames. They can't stand the rain. Okay. The reign of the royal supreme. Okay. It's different. So it will be a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of fire, right? Very passionate about what I do. It comes off a little aggressive, but that's because it's rooted in love. I want everybody to heal. I want everybody to get this work. I want everybody conscious, everybody to level up, everybody healthy, everybody can win, right? So that looks like a coach, a football coach. Go, go, go. Get it, get it, get it. You can do it. You can do it. Right? That does look like a lot of passionate relationships, a lot of passionate fires, a lot of quick fires, right? That flame. Fire can be creative, fire can be destructive. It's all about how you use it. You can use it to light a fire at night in the middle of a campfire. You can use it to burn down a house. It's all up to you on what you do with this energy, but the power is yours. Okay. All right now. Ooh, and let's talk about this fire trine because Saturn just went retrograde. Who's feeling that energy? Who's feeling that Saturn retrograde energy? Okay. This is going to test the ego, right? Is it really about the collective or is it about yourself? Is it really about the money? Is it really about healing? What is it really about? Because I'm going to test you. I'm going to see how disciplined you are. I'm going to see how that structure is. Is that foundation really secure? Like you say it is? Did you really learn those lessons? Right? Are you really ready for love? Are you really ready for growth? Is your inner child really healed? Did you really heal that? Let me test it. Let me throw this trigger in your face. Let me throw that old trauma. Let me throw that old ex, the old childhood wound, the old teenager wound. Let me throw all that up in your face and see how you react. Oh, nope, you still flashing. Oh, nope, you got more work to do. Right? If you really been putting in the work, don't none of that phase you. You sitting there with a smile on your face. Ooh, look at how much I've grown. This don't even trigger me no more. This don't even move me no more. Wow. I've really healed. I've really grown. I've really elevated. It's different. Okay. So that's what Saturn retrograde is doing. Is you going to go back on your word? Right? We're going to bring up that old thing, that old flame and see what happened. Okay. And to me, this looks like Saturn, the Saturn sigil. You see how Saturn has that cross there and then it goes around? This looks like a cross here and then this goes around. So Saturn and Neptune are at the root of this energy. So yeah, if you ain't got no discipline, if you still caught up in your ego, if you ain't learned those lessons, if you're not healing like you said you was, you gonna be caught up in a whirlwind. You're gonna get swept right under the current. But if you've been elevating, if you've been healing yourself, if you've been doing the work, you start to receive the great abundance that Saturn brings. Because just in case y'all didn't know, Aquarius ancient ruler is Saturn. So if you ain't got no type of discipline, no type of structure, if you aren't able to alchemize your ego, everything is just about you. People's views on you gonna be messed up. Your reputation gonna be messed up because you ain't did the work. Instead of for the humanity, you're gonna be getting humiliated. Because you're not being your authentic self. Okay. So I said Saturn is at play here. Ancient rulers rise to reclaim what's theirs. Abundance, love, authority, justice, rewards, inheritance, all by the bloodline. If you have not purified in the fire, you will not rise from the ashes. That's to my phoenixes on that fixed cross axis, baby. If you have not purified in the fire, you cannot rise from those ashes. Again, for those who've been doing the alchemy work, we've purified in the fire. We're able to rise from those ashes, and we're dusting those ashes off and getting ready to take flight. This is that time. I can't stress this enough. We in the 8-8 portal. We have a solar eclipse coming up all in this month. Jupiter is conjunct the sun. This energy is going to be at play for at least a whole year. So you got to get it together. This is the last chance. And if you have been on your stuff, you ain't going to see nothing but divine alignment, everything in divine alignment. Spirit coming in, moving mountains for you. Parting the Red Sea for you. Why? Because you're chosen and you've been listening and leading the collective in the right way to the promised land. But it's still some people lost, and they going to have to be lost because you done found your way. And you know you can't take everybody with you. Okay? Am I talking to somebody or am I just talking to myself? Do I just need to keep reading my notes? Let me finish, keep reading my notes, okay? Because if you have not purified in the fire, you will not rise from the ashes. This is the phoenix. This is immortality. This is how you gain immortality. Doing the right thing, alchemizing things, healing the bloodline, healing yourself. Your name ring bells in higher astral realms because of the work that you're doing now. Your ancestors applaud you. Your ancestors are so proud of you because of the work that you're doing in the midst of the chaos. While people laugh at your face, you laugh in the face of danger because you're still getting it done by any means necessary. What you talking about? I'm a spiritual warrior. I come back every time and handle my business. What, you thought I wasn't? What? We different. This is our realm. Okay? And we were claiming it all back. Yeah, that destiny swap. Give me my shit back. Give me my crown back. Give me my seat back. Give me my land back. Y'all can have the money. Give me the land. And the animals and the trees and the air and the water. Okay? I said this is soul incarnation, soul initiation. This is a divine activation, and you're being passed the baton. from your ancestors to you directly from the work that you are doing. This is spirit coming in and giving you the light. Just give me the light. Yeah, this is divine coming in and giving you the light, giving you the green light to go. Access codes granted, DNA activated, ascension, higher timeline, timeline jumping, quantum leaping, Hopper Limitless, all of those movies. Yeah, baby, it's you. Okay. This is the flag. This is the checkpoint. This is victory. This is the finish line. This is the victory lap. Okay. This is a PowerPoint. Something will be presented to you. And just give thanks. Okay. And just give thanks. All right. I said we got Lilith and Sagittarius. If you are not ashamed to sit in your power, you will receive a reward. Victory will be yours. Glory, because you've been initiated by the fire. This is the power of the soul to master the desires, to inspire and motivate. All of the soul initiates, right? For some of us, we got initiated by spirit. We weren't initiated into anyone. We didn't have any, what's that called? When people usher you in? Not a courtship. What's the word I'm looking for, tribe? Thank y'all so much for the donations. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Happy birthday. You said my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Kentu, for the ego. I appreciate you. Yeah, because we rising above. Rites of passage. Thank you, Spirit, because that just came out of nowhere. We didn't have no rites of passage. So some of us got initiated by spirit for the bloodline. Okay. This is for us. For us, by us. Okay. All right. We also have, again, the moon at the 6th degree, Pluto at the 4th degree. Right? But this can only be done if you've mastered yourself. If you mastered your health. Death to the old mind, the old timeline. Let freedom ring. Like that tonal frequency been ringing in your ears. That shift you can feel. The vibration, the recalibration. All of this is required. If you alchemize the heart, if you alchemize the mind, if you alchemize your will, you will be transformed. Your emotions is how you have, it's how you have control of your power. Okay. If you transform your emotions, you have control over your power, and your powers will be activated. This is the shield and the sword, right? This is the shield and this is a sword. Can y'all see that? Y'all know I be going deep when I do these breakdowns. I don't just read the, oh yeah, the Pluto's and Aquarius and abundance for the collective and death. No, I read the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities. This looks like a sword to me, and a sword represents the mind. A sword represents the truth, right? Clarity, warriors, going to battle, going to war, right? But you need all your spiritual tools if you're a spiritual warrior. Right? So you got to have your shield. You got to have your crown together. You got to be divinely protected. Come on. Can I get a witness up in here? Okay. Where's Soul Tribe? Drop them gems in the chat. Because I don't know too many people that break down an astrological chart by looking at what the symbols look like. Yeah, let me get my ego one time. This is the sword and the shield. This is the masculine and the feminine coming together to unite as one within yourself. Okay? All right. Divine protection is coming in, discerning what to allow, what to detach from, what to work with, what not to work with, what to sit back, what to observe, what to absorb. You know now. You know whether it's a no, you know whether it's a yes. Due to the experiences that you have experienced, excuse me, all of the messages that you gathered along on your journey, your mission is complete. You've alchemized the mind, you've alchemized the body, you transformed your foundation, your values, your home, your family, your divine feminine, your divine masculine. You transform your roots. For you to be a star, for you to shine brightly, you are a star. Again, your names ring bells in the spiritual realms because of the work that you have done here. You will be a star in the future. You'll be talked about in higher realms for the work that you have done. You'll be talked about in the future generations. Oh, my great, 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 great grandpa. Oh, my great, 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 great grandma. Diamond made sure she got this work in. I sure in the hell did. Somebody got to do it. What Kendrick say? Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to step up to the plate and get this work done so the kids could eat, okay? It's about the kids, your inner child, your future lineage, the legacy, okay? The generation. Gonna be great because of you, the work that you done did now, okay? The work that you're doing now benefits you in the future. The collective, the generation. Huh? Right? We got the North Node about to go into Aquarius. South Node going into Leo. You damn right this gonna benefit me in the future. Why? Because I ain't got to worry about being sick. I ain't got to worry about my kids suffering some of the things I had to suffer with. You ain't got to worry about no low anemia, having anemia and passing out and collapsing out of nowhere because you ain't got enough oxygen and blood cells going to your brain. Because nobody taught you're supposed to have fruits and vegetables in your diet, not just eat BS all the time. Okay? Yeah, my kids know that now. Why? Because of me. Yeah, let me pop my shit. They see me eating healthy. They see me detoxing. They act, oh, mommy, can I have some tea? Can I have some 111 blend, mommy? It makes me feel good. And they get to bouncing off the walls. Yeah, I wasn't taught that. I had to teach myself that. Not that it was hid from me. The environment that our family members, that our ancestors were put in was different. They didn't have that option. But guess what? Our ancestors' dream here in the flesh to come here and get this work done. We are on our mission. Period. Okay? And with this North Node going into Aquarius, you're about to step into a whole new soul contract, especially when the solar eclipse get here. I'll be doing a whole nother reading on that. It will start. It is being initiated right now. Are you ready? Your new soul contract is being signed. Your new soul contract is here because that old soul contract is done. You completed goals, you've alchemized things, you've healed yourself. So guess what? This is the next level. This is the next part to that will, to your free will, to your willpower. Hello. Your soul contract, your will. With doing what you said you was gonna do, getting it done. So this is the upgrade. This is the next level. This is the inheritance. Yeah, because when someone leaves you a will, when an ancestor that passed away that leaves you a will, there's certain things you have to abide by on that contract. Otherwise, you're not getting shit. Yeah, you got to take care of the dog, walk the dog every day, treat him like a human being, or you're not getting this 10 billion I got set up for you. Period. That's the contract. Fulfill it so you can get your inheritance. Stop complaining about it. Just get it done. Okay? Period. Are you ready to spread your wings and fly and be free? No more crying sad tears. You can cry happy tears of joy. Who's ready to be happy? I know I am putting in all this work, elevating my consciousness, elevating my body, elevating my soul. Yeah, it's time to be free. It's time to be happy. It's time to play. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to love again. It's time to embrace love. It's time to embrace other people, embrace opportunities, embrace the gifts, accept the compliment, receive. Ancestors, cry tears of joy for you. Every time I tap into this ancestor energy of how much work we have done, the ancestors are crying tears of joy for how much work we have done. I'm telling y'all, our ancestors are so proud of us. Your ancestors are so proud of you. Source will continue to pour divine light and love into you for you to be filled with light, for you to feel the light. Okay. Also, at this cross, we got Venus and Mars squaring each other. Okay. Venus and Mars squaring. We got Mars in Gemini. We got Venus in Virgo squaring one another. They both at the 21st degree. Again, it's a lot of that 3, 6, 9 energy here. The sixes, 2 + 1 = 3. Okay. Another 6. A lot of 4s because of that basket. We're still in that basket energy. Okay. But I said Mars and Venus are squares. Mastering the mind with the alchemy. Men tapping into their masculine and their feminine, being about that action. Okay. And women tapping into their masculine and feminine and nurturing themselves. Focusing on your wounds, healing yourself, self-care, self-love. Mastering that with yourself and mastering that with the collective. Be mindful of conflicts with those who haven't been mastering their minds, mastering themselves, healing themselves. You don't want to argue with fools because you're considered a fool. And connections with those who have mastered their minds and mastered themselves. This will be divine connections. Okay. Divine squares in a square dance. Okay. This is the divine square. All squares ain't bad. This is a good one. They both on that mutable cross. Okay, we got the masculine, the feminine. Yeah, if a masculine has mastered his mind in a unique way, and the divine feminine has been nurturing herself and healing from her past wounds, then we're able to connect and be free and ascend past all the BS. Go to Never Never Land if you want. Okay, live on a big ranch and ain't got to worry about none of this shit. Why? Because we've done the work internally. Peace and harmony, together forever, happily ever after the end. Is that what you want to hear? Y'all like when I talk nonsense sometimes, but this is true though. This is true. This is going to be a time where it's going to be a lot of divine pairs connecting and linking up. Okay. All right. And I say that because this cross right here is in opposition with the Leo, Sun, Jupiter, opposition of the moon and Pluto. Do y'all see this crazy play? Right? We got the masculine, the feminine, the masculine, the feminine. Right? The masculine, Mars, the feminine, Venus, the masculine, Sun, the feminine, Moon, right? All squaring, crossing one another. This is the crossover, the swap, the destiny swap. That's why they've been so fixed on transgenders and transhumanism and confusing people. Trying to manipulate the energy, manipulate the frequency, manipulate the food, they want us confused. But like I said, those who've been putting in the work, getting down to the root, alchemizing things, you can see clearly. You can see clearly through the bullshit, clearly through those illusions. You have the gift of discernment, the gift of intuition, your gut instinct, your psychics, your clairs, your audiences, your dreams, your visions, your spirit guides, source. It's like I said, spiritual tools we gained for the spiritual war. We good. Okay. So I said the sun and the moon at the 6th degree. This is a divine crossover. The 3, the 6, the 9, and the 10. The 11, the 5, the 666. Carbon black divine matter releasing and radiating. That divine alchemy. This is a cellular structure and change. Their time is up, and it's time to go up. Time is up. Boop. Both of these are going up. Time is up, and it's time to go up. We're ascending collectively, whether people like it or not. Okay. All right now. Is y'all all right? Is y'all all right? Did I lose anybody? Look, the sun done went down. Okay. Let me, y'all get them likes up, drop some gems in the chat. I got to cut on this light because I'm not done. Okay. I'm feeling it. She's feeling it, baby. Okay. Let me cut this light on. Is that a little better? Let me fix this. Hold on. Yeah, drop some gems in the chat. Get this lighting together. The sun then went down. Yeah, it's about to go down because we going up. Period. I said what I said. She's feisty today. She came back on feisty after crying yesterday. Ah! Okay, and we're back. Okay, y'all can see me. I see y'all. I love y'all. Okay, I feel like that was a great breakdown of the astrology chart. I want to get into a meditation live because I didn't do that. And Spirit was like, we want you to be in the energy. Okay. So I want to say shout out to the Soul Tribe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. If it's anything you may be looking for as far as teas, 111 blend. You said I'm sipping on my 111 blend. Yes. Shout out to you, Boom Busy. Okay. Yeah, 111 blend, teas, elixirs, sessions, bliss bath detoxes, affirmations, all of that in the description box below. Okay. Tap into a channel message from source. I want to see what other messages I receive or confirmation or reminders are here. Gratitude, source, gratitude, spirit guides, angels that work for our highest light. Make this message clear. Keep seeing the same thing. It looks like a bird dropping down. Drop down and get your ego on, girl. Okay. It looks like a bird coming down. It's not flapping its wings, but it's just like, yeah, we're getting settled into this energy. That's exactly what it looks like. We're getting settled into this new energy, into this new atmosphere, into our new skin, into our new foundation, into our new identity, embracing ourselves. Okay. I also see a book here. Okay. So a lot of us are reading, a lot of us are writing, scrying, poetry, raps, literature, knowledge. Yeah. Expressing our knowledge, obtaining knowledge at this time. Okay, Spirit showing me an L. L could be looked at as a 90-degree angle. Okay. Friction, also 90, breaking through something to have this rebirth, right? With self. Also the L is the love, right? Longevity, levitating, Leo. Okay, Spirit said love, loving yourself, loving your new identity as you get comfortable with being yourself, okay? Being authentic with yourself. Breaking through these old constructs, these old boxes, this old mind frame, these old ways of doing things. Spirit is coming in with a gift for you. I just seen a spirit guide come in with flower, with a lotus. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, we are opening up like the lotus after descending into the deep realms of the abyss of our own consciousness, of our subconscious minds, right? The deep, murky waters within ourselves, right? Because that mud helped nourish us, right? There's a lot of nutrients in the swamp, in the marsh, right? A lot of insects, a lot of growing good bacteria, right? That helped us grow, blossom, and bloom. And we were divinely protected as we deep dove within those dark spaces within ourselves, within our minds, right? And we rose again, right? Even in our surroundings, right? We were divinely protected, right? Isolation to protect ourselves. But now it's time for us to rise and open up once again, like the lotus when the sun comes out, right? On the Nile River. Yeah. Come on, Spirit. This is due to all of the beautiful alchemy work that we have done. It's helping open up our minds, it's helping open up our hearts, and allowing us to feel one again with ourselves, allowing us to see clearly again, allowing us to see ourselves without distortion. For the beautiful star seed that we truly are, right? Because those seeds get planted, they grow, they blossom, they bloom. And that's exactly what has happened. We have grown, we have blossomed, we have bloomed, we have evolved on so many different levels that we didn't even expect. So this is where we truly just sit back and admire ourselves, admire our journey for how much we have grown, for how far we have come. Yeah, we are guided by the light. Um, we are guided by the light because we are the torch bearers. We carry the torch that was passed on by the ancestors, the ancient ones. Yeah, we are divinely guided. Yeah, divinely guided, divinely protected. Continue to walk on our path with our heads held up high because nothing can stop us now. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Okay. Wow, what a beautiful channel message. This is like, yeah, ancestor energy, spirit guide energy, source energy. We've ascended somewhere, and now it's time for us to kind of sit back and receive our flowers and be open to what that looks like for us as we keep ascending on this new part of our journey. Okay. Gratitude for the donation, Black Ice. Gratitude, you guys, for the donation. You said this Ascension tea. Gratitude, visionary. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying the tea and having great testimonies. I love you guys so much. I think I'm gonna pull one card for confirmation. Okay, I'll pull two. I pulled this and then a message from the angels. Okay. Whew. So again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop some gems in the chat. Let me show y'all, because that flip was crazy yesterday. You're more than welcome. I love y'all. You said, I've been feeling bliss all day because of these teas and elixirs. Gratitude. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Okay, I'm going to cut it. And then we're going to pull the top one. Protected. Okay, yeah, divinely protected with the 9 here. Go inward and continue and to connect to the space of the shelter and the inner wisdom. You are protected. You are protected. Okay, that Janae Aiko. Yeah, what's the bottom card? Yeah, what I say to crown, baby. Crown, priestess, intuition. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to read this. Just going to go over it really quick. Yeah, but you know, I'm on Cali time. It's 8:22. All right. So I'm never late. I'm always in divine timing, okay? Better late than never. All right. Bear, protection. Go inward and connect to the space of shelter and inner wisdom. You are protected. The bear is a symbol of strength, power, and inner wisdom. Like Mother Earth. Ooh, shout out to the Soul Tribe, because y'all be on me. Y'all be on me, and then we get confirmation. Okay. Like Mother Earth, bear is a totem that represents the feminine qualities of caretaking and protection. I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to interject. Okay. We're going to pull the ego out. Ego, have a seat. It's time to be quiet. We're reading. It's reading time. Okay. Like Mother Earth, bear is a totem that represents the feminine qualities of caretaking and protection. The bear's cave is a sacred space. The caretaking of the cubs involved the watchful mother's eye to dangers and threats. Most bears are assertive over their territory and create strong boundaries as a pre-exempt means of protection. Bear alert us to the need to take a break from outside forces and travel deep in the cave for cleansing through our own inward journey and introspection. This process is akin to hibernation as we emerge from the womb of the cave. We have the opportunity to walk in a world feeling safe, secure, and protected. This essential quality is of the root chakra. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Message. Bear arrives as a messenger of protection, calling for a time of stillness. In this state of stillness, when we feel our safety and security are not in question, we can begin to enter in the space of inner contemplation, okay, for answers. When we do not take time to pause, we may miss or overlook solutions or insight we need. Now is the time to stop and pause. You are protected and encouraged to do so. In this process, go within the quiet space of the bear's cave to see what you need versus what you want in regards to your situation. The answers that emerge from deep within you will serve your highest interest and greatest joy. Ask for the answers that serve your highest good and be open to receiving Bear's message. If you follow where you are led without resistance or without rigidity, the outcome will be a positive one. Power statement. I awaken my intuition and wisdom as I honor the protected space within. That sounds like confirmation. Okay? And trust your intuition. Connect to the higher wisdom of the divine feminine, going within, meditation, okay? You are protected. You are guided. All right? Let's get one message from the angel numbers, okay? Shout out to the soul tribe. I love y'all. Get them likes up. This has been good. She's been ranting as a sunset and it's peach. Okay, drop them gems in the chat if you can see and hear me. It cut off. I don't know if that's the energy, if that's the frequency, if it's me, if it's them, if it's he, if it's she, if it's they, if it's, I don't know who, what, when, where, and why. Drop them gems in the chat if you can still hear me and see me. They cut it off, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. Because we just hit the flip. We just hit the flip. We just flipped the switch. Who just hit 88888? Personal power, materialism, spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. All that is good in your life will multiply. Good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending you the numbers to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. Look at it. Taking chances. 03030303. Ain't that 6? Okay. Taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatient, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them. Do something out of the ordinary. What did I say? Nope, I'm getting into my ego right now. The ego has came back. She was like, I was quiet for long enough. I was quiet long enough. Okay. Do something you've never done before. Do something you've never done before. Didn't I say that? I said that. I can't find it. Spirit not let me find it. It's okay. I know I said it. Do something you never done before. Don't be afraid to step out on faith, to trust yourself, to trust spirit. Okay. Continue to listen to that inner guidance. Continue to listen to yourself. You can hear spirit. Listen. If you're being called to do something, do it. Okay. Whoo. Do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. That's the message, y'all. Confirmation. A lot of our lives are about to change because we've been making the change. We're about to get a lot of divine confirmation, a lot of divine insight, a lot of divine interference. Okay. So continue to love yourself. Continue to be open. Be open to divine love. Be open to divine insight. Be open to others. Be open to criticism, right? Constructive criticism. Be able to trust. Be able to step out on faith. Be able to love. Be able to receive abundance. You're attracting abundance. You're attracting everything it is that you need right now for these times right now. Do not be afraid to tap into your power. This is a power portal. Y'all see, I've been talking about 88888 this whole time. I'm shuffling the cards. I look down and say 888. 8. We coming up on the 88 portal. We in that energy. Tap into your power. Know who you are. Get confident. Okay. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for all of the donations. Thank y'all so much for all of the love. Thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's been purchasing tea, purchasing elixirs, purchasing sessions. Okay, bliss baths, affirmations, all of those things. If you're looking for them, they're in the description box below. Nudiamonds.net is my website. I can't thank y'all enough. This has been a beautiful reading. We got lots of good confirmation. A lot of good gems were dropped. And yes, I'll be back on Friday with some special things and announcements. So you guys, please make sure that you are here on Friday again. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, and we're going to have some fun. Okay. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to ground. Don't forget to be patient with yourself. Don't forget to get outside in nature and get some of these light codes and receive it and give it out. I mean, what a time to be alive. We here, we made it. Our ancestors are proud. Most of all, you should be proud of yourself. Okay. So I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. And again, if you made it to the end of this video, if this message resonated, did anything for you, drop some 888s or some phoenixes in the comment box below to let me know that this message resonated with you and you're ready to receive this abundance. All right. I love you guys. Until next time. Peace.